The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to a Bill in Boca Raton. Hey, Bill, what's going on?
Not too much. Enjoying the warm weather in Florida just like you, except on the other coast.
Perfect, man. Perfect.
Yep.
Do you listen on the internet right now?
Yes.
Cool, man. Cool.
No, I enjoy that. That's in your Tiger TV and everything. I've been watching you for years, and you've really taken this whole programming to a level that's just phenomenal.
I appreciate it.
And now, here's Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 2 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day out there, safe day. And, of course, let's make it a great night. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Surrender and let go of the past. Whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be living in the moment. Letting go of the past means you can enjoy the dream that is happening right here, right now. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow down 198, Nasdaq down 75. That was taking a beating in a big way. S&P's off 27. Gold contract down $3.10 after making all-time highs this morning. Silver down 48 cents, trading at $40.21. Platinum down $9 at $1,798 an ounce. Copper off 4.5 pennies at $4.43 a pound. Light sweet crude smoked down to a couple dollars at $97.36. Bonds down 6 ticks at $125.21. Dollar index up 68 ticks, trading out at 74.31. Euro down 15 at 143, and the yen up 12, trading out at 78.01. My phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We are at 1304. The 1295 level wants to get tagged in a big way, folks. You had expansion of volume out here. 1 billion shares versus the 837 million from yesterday. Now, when you go back into the 18th, and that's what we're going to be tagging right now. We take a look at the characteristic, the volume characteristic of the 18th. What you have is that we had 874 million. So that baby down there, flat out, number one, I suspect it wants to get into there. Number two, when we take a look at the actual small caps, we'll go over and I'll show you what the small caps have actually done. We go to the Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow. What the Dow Industrials done, Dow down $1.98. The low of the 18th there was 12,296. We got to 12,289. We closed out at 12,302. This little baby wants to trade into lower numbers. The NASDAQ. We go to the NASDAQ. We take a look at the NASDAQ. What the NASDAQ did is this. Huge expansion of volume in the NASDAQ. NASDAQ went down $75. We did 2.3 billion shares. The lows out there on the 18th, 27.43, they want to get also tagged. Now, let's go over and we can go take a look at the small caps right now. The Russell 2000, folks, and this is where even intraday, what it did, and this was telling you flat out that we were going to not only go lower, but we were doing an ABC structure on the way down. The A point on the Russell 2000, if we use the IWM, the A point out here is $85.97. That A point was established on the 7th of July. The B point, and we had come down with volume, was $81. So, you know, we had $85.97 to 81. So you get about $5. C point out here was the 84.26. You broke the B today. You broke it with 89 million shares versus 56. That was telling me flat out, okay, we got an ABC structure on the way down, and on the small caps, telling me flat out that, hey, listen, man, 78 is game here in about a heartbeat, too. Huge expansion of the small caps. So, with that context in play, what do? Well, you go over to the SPX. As you go over to the SPX, you're only coming into that level of the 1295.92. Bottom line, that little baby wants to get hit. Gold. Let's go over to the gold contract. What happened with gold, folks, is this. Gold this morning got up to a high. We got up to 1628. Came down and came down hard. The first sell, folks, in gold, there was 4,000 contracts. And I was, basically not only in this baby, but looking at it simultaneously when this was happening. And I could see this thing come across, and it was right about 9:35. That was the first sell, the first big sell, let's put it that way. And I was actually on Radio Colorado Network, and we were talking about it with Woody and Kiko at that time. Well, sure enough, that seller came right back, and man, did he slam it. He slammed it with 7,100 contracts basically about an hour later. Bottom line, they took it south. They broke the beat. They broke the swing points. They broke them with volume. And what that was all about is flat out the good old U.S. dollar again. When you take a look at the U.S. dollar, what it did, it came off the bottom with conviction once again. This is absolute classic, folks. If you want to see a time in the trade classic, this is about as good as you get. And what you have here is that when this was coming off the bottom, it not only came off the bottom with conviction after testing the breakout area with lighter volume. Yesterday we were testing down there with 28,000 contracts. That was going into about 38,000 contracts. What ends up happening today, it comes off that bottom with 32,000 contracts. What that sets up is game going all the way up to the what month we're in? I love it. July 12th high at 77. That's where this baby wants to go. It's going to be wild, man. It's a trader's paradise, though. There's no two ways about that. Why, folks? Because you're in a 112-point S&P consolidation, and what you have there is that at these swings are talking, walking, and squawking in a huge way. Market-wise, some of the high-volume stocks out here. We'll get back. Bank of America was down 32. You had Cisco down 60. Juniper Networks got absolutely smoked, down 651. Sprint was down 2. We had Oracle off $1.43. Citigroup was down $1.44. Apple down 1085. Now let's go over to good old Bank of America. BAC, folks, down 32 bucks. 149 million shares traded. That wants to get into the $9.40 area. We're already at the highs. We're already into the highs of the low in Bank of America. That's setting up, baby. It's going to come into it. The lows of that. We go over and we take a look at Citigroup. What you have with Citigroup? We had volume come out of Citigroup today. 39 million shares, down $1.44. And what that sets up is that wants to get into this 36.92 low, that last established low out there. We'll see whether the volume expands as it gets up there or not. Let's go to Richard, Massachusetts. Hey, Richard, what's going on?
Good afternoon, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
Yes, thank you. I hope you are, too.
Yes, sir. What are we going to look at today?
Great Panther Silver, please.
Let's take a look at it. You got GPL. And, folks, if you haven't signed up for the Great Panther Silver giveaway, don't forget, you can do it right on our website at TFNN. We give an ounce silver away Monday through Friday now until Labor Day. And Labor Day is going to be here before we even realize it, which is pretty wild. Okay, so you get Great Panther, low 64, the highs $5. They make 27 cents. Now, do you own this? You're looking to buy it?
I'm looking to buy it.
Okay. So let's bring this back. We're going to bring this back to 2010, put it on a weekly. And what you have here, folks, is this. You have an expansion that the first sign of strength came in December of 2010. That's when the stock went from $1.80 to $2.70, okay? Then, it consolidated again. It went up there with 2.7 million. It pulled back with 2 million. Then you had the big expansion. That big expansion, folks, January of this year, took Great Panther from $1.78 up to $5.04. Now, at $5.04, you have volume. That's why Richard's interested in it. That's why he should be interested in it, too. So, you got to $5.04. You pull back the first time with 15.8 million shares. Now, you pull back. The low there was 252. The high was 313. That's the level Richard, that you want to get interested in it. And I take the 313 at the high, okay, and first wait to see how it comes into it. Because I want to be into the stock badly. And I almost bit, and I almost thought it took off of me again.
You're talking May 16.
Yes, I am.
Okay,
I have. What I do is I have this on a weekly right now, okay? And the high of that week is 313, the low is 252. Now, what gold and silver love to do is they like to come into the highs of those bars, of those lows. And what you like to see is a rejection at that point. Now, if it gets into that bar by about even 20 cents, I would not buy it at that point. I'd let it come all the way down to the other side of the 252.
And the gap that's right behind on the daily chart, I think it's right around 330. That's a little too close, and also the volume's going to get broken there too, right? July 1st.
July 1st.
Of this year.
Of this year. Okay, 1 second. July 1st.
That's what I was getting ready for, but I see exactly.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I'd let it go lower. I see what you're talking about. Yeah, no, I'd let it go lower. Yeah, I'd let it go lower.
All right. Thank you very much. Hey, can I ask you one question about your homepage?
Sure.
You get some, at the bottom of your homepage, you have some stocks listed. There are different mining companies. They go from small to large.
Yes.
And that EVOM thing, EVOME thing is great, by the way.
EVOME, yes.
Great invention, the EVOME, yeah.
Thank you.
Great invention he is. But these stocks that are on here, are they just examples, or are you saying these are like the good stocks, or why are these are the 6 listed on your page?
Where? Okay, I'm not following you now. 1 second.
They're at the bottom of your homepage, and there said small micro caps, examples of large micro caps.
At the commercial, I will take a look at them and I'll give you that answer. All right, Brendan?
All right. Thanks very much, Tom. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Let's go to Alex in New Jersey. Hey, Alex, what's going on, man?
We're looking at beet.
You're looking at beet.
It appeared to be a potential swing point when it went below 494.
Okay. But
right at it. Just hit it at the close.
But tell me where beet's going to go.
I don't know.
Of course you do. Come on. I want to hear it.
I'm hoping that it'll be swinging.
Hey, listen. No, listen. I want to hear it. I'm telling you, if I don't hear this from you, Alex, I'm going to have all your children give you a beating tonight when you go home.
All right, look.
I'm only kidding. and folks, I know he has a lot of children. They can just jump on his shoulders and he's going to be dead meat.
The first extension, I don't know if it'll stop at the first extension up. If it'll hang. I'll stay it for a while.
No, look at you got that huge, wide open gap, man. $4.43, Alex. That gap is going to get filled. The gap from May 3rd is going to get filled.
Thank you, Tom.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. We're going to be coming right back, folks. You wait right there.